My name's Joyce, and the President will present in a moment the 47 trillion naira 2025 budget to a joint session of the National Assembly today. Right now, I must also report to you that it's currently ongoing, and I would like to connect to that particular live stream just so that you can hear for yourself exactly what is happening before and within the National Assembly. The Federal Executive Council, FEC, approved the 47 trillion naira budget proposed on Monday. It is the President's second full budget since he resumed office in May 2023. And I think this is necessary information for you to have. Earlier Thursday last week, he notified lawmakers of his plan to present the document on Tuesday. However, presentation was shifted by 1 day for what one of his cabinet ministers explained was due to some required amendments to the document. The proposed budget is predicted on a benchmark of oil price of $75 a barrel, oil production of 2.06 million barrels per day, and an exchange rate of 1,400 naira to the dollar. It also projects total revenue of 37.82 trillion naira, while total expenditure is estimated to be around 47.96 trillion naira, an increase of 36.8% from the 2024 estimate. The deficit in the proposed 2025 budget is projected at 13.13 trillion naira, representing 3.8% of the GDP. The President is submitting the budget to Parliament less than 2 weeks before the end of the year. And I would say at this point, without further ado, it would be necessary to just join the conversation so that you can not just peek the words, but I would also suggest you peek the pulse within today's event, which I think is very important to all Nigerians. The budget expected to reduce inflation from 34% to 15%. And I guess inflation certainly is one of the high considerations of Nigerians, hoping that the presidency would do something necessary to shrink inflation, strengthen the naira, create jobs. And 2025 being a look into the future, I guess this budget is about to tell us something. Speaking right now is Godswill Akpabio, Senate President. And again, as you know, it's a presentation of the 2025 budget. And it pleases me right now to say welcome Nigerians to Nigeria Info. It's 12:30 on the clock.
We begin. Providing over 570 billion naira in financial support to the states of the Federation. And I do know that the governors in private will acknowledge that they've received a lot of initiatives from you in this direction. Mr. President, we commend you on your groundbreaking tax reform initiatives. Though misunderstood, though many have not even opened any page, but they are sitting on television and doing a lot of just to assure you, sir, that the 4 tax reform bills, the Joint Revenue Board of Nigeria, Establishment Bill 2024, Nigerian Revenue Service, in fact, as I mentioned in the bills now, many of them will be shocked because they never even knew. The Joint Revenue Board of Nigeria Establishment Bill, Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Bill, Nigeria Tax Administration Bill, Nigeria Tax Bill represent a monumental shift in our fiscal landscape. It is disheartening that those who have not yet taken time to understand the initiative, the focus, are the ones shouting the loudest as critics. But we will make sure that we listen to Nigerians and dot the I's and cross the T's to the satisfaction of all Nigerians and for the benefit of this country. We will not kill any reform that you bring forward that will change the future of this country. We cannot do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. And therefore, I urge all Nigerians, especially those in public offices, to engage with these vital reforms thoughtfully, very thoughtfully. This initiative marks the first comprehensive tax reform Nigeria has had since independence, a very transformative opportunity for rejuvenating and small and medium enterprises and enhancing the livelihood of ordinary Nigerians. These reforms will not only improve Nigeria's revenue profile, but also create a more conducive and internationally competitive business environment, transforming our tax system to such that over 100 million Nigerians will be exempted from tax if they do not earn in business above 50 naira or 50 million naira in a year. Notably, your infrastructural renaissance has paved the way for many roads, including the coastal road, the crucial arteries in Abuja capital city. Imagine Abuja now, looking almost like London. Another part of our country. These developments are not merely about concrete. These developments are not merely about concrete and asphalt. They represent the livelihood of our economy, connecting our people and fostering growth. This is why the relationship between the executive arm of government and the legislative arm of government is built on trust, faith, and unwavering patriotism. You have demonstrated through your action, words, and demeanor that you are deserving of our trust and our holy trust. Together we shall continue on the path of nationalism and service to our country, ever mindful of our duty to the good people of this country. Your Excellency, we have noted the 2024 budget performance of about 50% for capital expenditure and about 48% for recurring expenses. Given this great achievement, we have deemed it necessary to extend the lifespan of the 2024 budget to June 30th, 2025. The enabling law for this extension will soon be placed before you for your assent as a testament to appreciation for the great performance of the budget, ensuring that we build on the momentum so far created. Finally, sir, we commend your steadfast commitment to our collective and collaborative cooperation with the National Assembly to achieving your grand vision for Nigeria. Let me take this opportunity to stress the importance of the need for the honourable ministers and heads of extra ministerial departments to respond promptly to requests from National Assembly whenever they are invited, particularly this period, to come and defend their sectorial allocations in the exercise of our legislative oversight. They should not see invitations as nuisance. They should know that any invitation is constitutional, and we also have constitutional powers to take further action where they refuse to appear. So Mr. President may wish to caution some of the ministers who are intransigent and who do not give respect to this hollow chamber, the only place that shows democracy in the world, which is the National Assembly. So those who disregard invitations from National Assembly are not Democrats and therefore have no place in your government. We so submit, Mr. President. In spite of all achievements, Mr. President, and my great compatriots, we must say it is not yet Uhuru. We are light years away from where we ought to be. Some rivers remain to be crossed. The pains Nigerians feel now are mainly the pains of hardship occasioned by reforms, but let's look at those pains as pains of birth and childbirth. The season of childbirth, immediately a child is born, rejoicing starts with the first smile of the child. I ask for your patience. I urge Nigerians to be patient, to cooperate with you, maintain faith in your vision, which will be for the betterment of this country. Mr. President, you cannot be everywhere. We are your eyes. 469 constituencies. We, the distinguished senators, all members of the House of Representatives, are your eyes in our constituencies and every corner of this nation. When our constituents struggle to afford rice, and they cannot, they come to us. When their shoes pinch, as a result of wear and tear, and they cannot replace, they come to us. When the economic headline sounds, they turn to us for support. Therefore, we are committed to ensuring that we help you at the grassroots level. Let no one attempt to bring the Council of Ahithophel to bear that consistency projects out. Those are the only things that Nigerians see in our various constituencies from the federal government of Nigeria. So I want to take a moment to appreciate the tireless efforts of the National Assembly members, both the senators and House of Representatives, who struggle on a daily basis to use their personal finances in order to help Mr. President when he's not available. Your untiring efforts in using your personal resources, your time, to assisting what the executive ought to have done wherever they are not available, remain the beacon of patriotism, altruism, and selfless ambition. That is why you sacrifice, and that's why your people brought you here. To embrace this moment, Mr. President, together we'll build a nation that we can all be proud of. Let us march forward, united in purpose and unwavering in resolve, as we craft a future that reflects the very best of who we are, a nation of resilience, a nation of hope, and a nation of greatness, a nation of renewed hope. I welcome you, and I thank you for listening to us. Welcome to the National Assembly. May we now invite our distinguished President, a man of focus, a man who loves the National Assembly, the one that will support you to support your constituents, to now present the 2025 budget.
After listening to this great remark of a great mind, colleague, and the President of the Senate, I feel I could have just laid the budget. With your rendition of the mandate support, I can't do otherwise. I must but respect you and go through the exercise of reading. It is a great honor and pleasure for me to be back where I started. As once a member of this respected house of thinkers and doers, I am grateful to be your president. and to be here to see so many faces of my friends, colleagues, and compatriots. I thank you very much, President of the Senate, Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Principal Officers of the National Assembly, Executive Governors here present, distinguished senators, honorable members of the House of Representatives, National Chairman, my friend of our Progressive Congress, and the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the honorable ministers here present, National Security Advisor, Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Clerk of the National Assembly, Senior Government Officials, Gentlemen of the Press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. In fulfillment of one of my constitutional duties, and with unyielding commitment to rebuilding Nigeria towards ensuring that we remain steadfast on the journey to a prosperous future, I hereby present the 2025 budget to the joint section of the 11th National Assembly. 10th? I wrote 11. Which means you are all re-elected. Budget at a time when our country is at a crucial point in its development trajectory. The 2025 budget proposal again reinforces our administration's roadmap to secure peace, prosperity, and hope for a greater future for our beloved nation. This budget, christened Budget of Restoration, Securing Peace, Building Prosperity, strikes at the very core of our renewed hope agenda and demonstrates our commitment to stabilizing the economy, improving the lives and repositioning our country for greater performance. The journey of economic renewal and institutional development, which we began 18 months ago, and I emphasize just 18 months ago, as a nation, is very much underway. It is not a journey of our choosing, but one we have to embark on for Nigeria to have a real chance at greatness. And I thank
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.